Welcome everyone, I'm your OG, Original Gamer, and this is a Godforge video. In today's reaction, we're going to be giving you some thoughts on the short that the Fateless team released a few hours ago titled Choose Your Hero. It makes me think, start your engines. I'm already excited. This short rotates through 9 different champions, not only giving us an eye-popping look at the visuals and idol breakers, but it starts the discussion on character analysis and if given this choice, which of these characters would you choose and why? I'm doing something totally new here on the channel and taking only a short look. Just a simple reaction for the most part. I just dropped another video today as well. That is a deep dive on Pantheon recruitment and marketing strategies. So if that's something that's important to you or the progression of your account in Godforge, then you're going to want to go and check out that video and my other videos as well. If you like what you hear from me, hit the like button like any cool person would. If you can't bear to think of life without your OG's guidance, then subscribe to the channel, man. And make sure your notifications are set on so you're always the first to get the latest news. So in an effort to keep this short, here we go. Let's optimize. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do something we've never done on this channel, and that is a short video. We're going to do a quick header here and just go through, there was a short release by Fateless showing 9 champions and asking, which champion would you like? It's a great way to showcase the champions' builds and look, or not builds, I'm sorry, but the look and aesthetic and their idol breakers. So we get a chance to see it. It's just a short. You get a look at each of the champs. So what we're gonna do real quick is go bing through each of these champs and give you just an idea of what they could be good for and which one would you want out of the 9, right? So starting off with Ra, looks to be a damage dealer, a very strong damage dealer. He looks powerful, very aggressive champ, excels at knocking the stuffing out of the enemy with some AoE. I think we've seen some AoE attacks out of him. He has high attack power, high initiative. He has a little bit lower HP, so you gotta watch out for that with his health. So he's not a glass cannon. But despite that, he looks like he's a max damage output type guy. He's in the freaking cinematic, so I'm sure he's gonna be good. I have him as a bubble right now. If you're a NCAA March Madness fan, I have him on the bubble right now for my top 3 out of the 9. Which characters do you think should be in the top 3? Leave your comments below. So that's Ra. Moving on, we are going to check the next one from the same faction. This is Anubis from Rue as well. I'm calling him more of a support tank, like a team optimizer. He has high HP, high attack, high defense, high res. He has above average speed, so he's just really well-rounded, really high stats all the way around. He has above average speed and resistance to damage, so it makes him a really reliable choice. We don't know his kit fully, but it seems versatile, almost like he can play offense and defense, like he's a two-way player. So that's cool. He's another one. He has HP, high HP and high attack. Could be someone who has a dual multiplier. We won't know until we see the kit, but definitely a very strong champion. Moving on, we are getting to the next one. All right. So Hercules. This is another damage dealer, and this is my number 1. If I had to choose out of the 9 that they flashed through here, I think this is the best champion. Simon uses him pretty frequently. He seems to like him a lot. His stats are off the chart. They're above average and sometimes the highest stats in almost every category, which is pretty incredible. He has high HP and high attack, so there could be a dual multiplier. He has above average resistance, accuracy, and initiative, so it's hard to land stuff against him, and he can land more against you. All the way around the board, I don't see a lot wrong with Hercules. So this is my tentative number 1. Let me know what you think. Moving on. All right. His name is Shamash. So he better smash, right? Or else it'll be ironic. I have him as a damage dealer. He's a defensive-based damage dealer. I know how much Simon from in Raid likes and uses defense-based damage dealers, so I was looking for these. I was looking for a damage-based dealer, defense-based damage dealer. I think this is going to be a good one. This is the only legendary we know out of the Ecker faction right now, but I have a sneaky suspicion, and I am putting this one at number 2 in my rankings. I have number 1 as Hercules. I have Samash as number 2. Do you disagree? Am I way out? You let me know. All right, next, Icarus. This is the first rare in the group. Icarus looks amazing, has a great aesthetic, great idol breaker. For a rare, it's awesome. In terms of his stats, he has high initiative and high attack, so he definitely is trying to get the first step and nuke and get the job done. Or I'm not sure if he's a single point attacker or a AoE. I mean, the idea of Icarus moving towards the sun, it's like a single point rather than AoE, so maybe his attacks are single point attacks. We won't know until we see his kit. He's a rare, right? So he has high attack and high initiative, but that's about it. And so you're going to have to build him. I'm calling him a niche champ because I think he's going to be good for a very specific area, and you just got to figure out what that is and build him for that. Okay, so that is Icarus. I'm putting him and the next one here into my bottom 3, Bastet and Icarus. I think they're great, but they're rares amongst legendaries. It's just not the same. But Bastet also is a rare champ, high attack, high speed, above average accuracy too. So I'd really love to know what her kit was to be able to determine, how strong it is. But just from stats alone, it would seem like she's trying to land, debuffs and control. She's a very interesting, unique champion. I think that she's going to have a niche role. We just need to figure out where that is. So that is Bastet. Also, though, I'm going to put her in my bottom 3 because I just think as a rare, she's going to have a hard time to compete. All right. Next up. Look at her. Hell looks amazing. Half of her body is glowing iridescent blue. She's probably one of the coolest looking characters in the game. I don't know. What do you think? I'm putting her as a road runner, like meep meep, because she's fast. A lot of the champions I've found in the Asgard faction have some pretty high speeds. They're lightning quick. So she's in the best faction. She's probably the best looking champ. She has high speed, high initiative, and high accuracy. So I don't know. Maybe the start of an arena meta champ. We'll see. We don't know everything yet. She's visually stunning, though. Impressive animations, cool sound effects. Her design is real sleek and modern. It's a pleasure to look at. But yeah, she lacks a little bit in HP and defense. But I think her speed is going to make up for it. I think she's going to hit so fast and so many times that's going to be what she's known for. She's not so much a damage dealer. All right, moving on to Horus. Okay, so Horus is a support tank type team optimizer as well. This is his second mention. They show him at the very beginning, and then this is where they actually show him. He is high HP, high defense, and high res, so he's really tanky, hard to land things on. The cons, though, he's a little below average in speed, initiative, and accuracy. He may not need to use accuracy, though. We just don't know his kit. He's well-rounded. He's got high HP, high defense, high resistance. So even though he's not the fastest, he's tanky, I'm sure we can make him quicker, and he's going to be a very strong addition to any team as that, centerpiece of a team that helps everyone just operate better. Very reliable, well-rounded champ. So that is Horus. Last but not least, we have Pandora, and this is the other Roadrunner. She also is very fast. In fact, she's only one of 4 champions over 100 speed. So she easily is the coolest icebreaker we've seen. Her Pandora's box shakes and opens, and if you're listening and have your sound on, some screeching demon comes out after you and haunts your nightmares. Something like that. She seems like she's going to be an arena type champ. We'll see. She's very fast. Looks like she might be a debuffer, control the battlefield. But we'll see. Probably not a huge attack champion, but more of a control and support champion. So we will see how her kit plays out. She may not be the strongest nuker in the game, but she may be a very strong positional player. So, we have our top two are Hercules and Shamash, and we're looking for a number 3. And I said I had 3 on the bubble. Pandora, Hell, and Ra were the 3 that I had on the bubble. Which one do you think makes it in the top 3? Which one do you think doesn't? Do you think my top 3 is completely off? Whatever it is you think, let me know in the comments below. So that was our snapshot for these 9 characters. I think they look amazing. Of course, we don't know how their kits work exactly, but the excitement is already growing in the community. So thanks for stopping by real quick and keeping up to date with your OG. Take care of yourself, and remember, play smarter.